Hey there guys, it's George from ALM Fitness. Now in today's video, our ALM Advent video, I am going to be, well, first of all, this is day 19 of the ALM Advent video, so we're almost there at Christmas, not too long to go now. If you haven't watched any of the other videos, or if you've only seen a few, I would definitely go back and check out some of these videos. We've been doing one every day on our public Facebook and Instagram pages, so I would definitely go ahead and check those out because you might find something that you can really relate to that might help you. There are lots of practical tips in these videos as well. We're not just kind of talking about theory and boring stuff like that. There are going to be some practical health and fitness related tips that you can take home from these videos. So today's topic, we're going to talk about not giving in to peer pressure. Now again, I think I said this in my last video that I did on this page, but I don't want to sound like I'm trying to be, your moms or dads or whatever, saying, don't give in to peer pressure and all that. But on a health and fitness kind of topic, when we talk about this, it is quite important because even as adults, we have that problem. We have that problem of that peer pressure problem when we're with other people, whether it be people who are kind of not, their diet isn't as good as yours, or perhaps it's people who you usually might go to the gym with, or who go to your gym, who have lost motivation, who have lost discipline. In that scenario, that is a great example, if they're then projecting that onto you, of that potential peer pressure that might happen, that might cause you to join them and kind of fall off the rails a little bit as well. But I think it's really important that we make sure we always remember what our goals are. And I love the whole idea of, if you're trying to kind of achieve a goal, and someone else isn't achieving that goal, they're not trying to achieve the same goal, then you shouldn't necessarily copy what they're doing. So if you're trying to be a certain weight, if you're trying to lose some weight, if you're trying to look a certain way, and all of your friends don't share that same goal, then you shouldn't be copying exactly what your circle, your close circle does, because you're going to end up essentially like them, looking like them, being like them. It's often quoted that you're the sum of your three closest friends, or something along those lines, however many people it is. And it is true. And if you are hanging around those people who are potentially drinking a lot when you're trying to restrict your calories, people who are eating a lot or encouraging you to order dessert, encouraging you to order a starter, and kind of almost shaming you. That's quite common, I would say, with adults. People who are shaming people for making these decisions. If you're hanging around those kinds of people, then it's going to be a little bit harder to stick to your training or to stick to your nutrition plan. And not saying you need to kind of sack these people off at all, but it might be that perhaps you either, if you are quite strong-willed and you feel capable of saying, well, no, I'm trying to achieve this goal, it might be that you do that and you just remember the goal that you're trying to achieve and you focus on that and you say, that's more important than what this person thinks of me. Or it might be, if you're not so strong-willed, if you don't feel like you could say no in that situation, it might be that you avoid certain situations like that that kind of thing might arise. Obviously, the first one would probably be better because then you still get the benefits of the social side of things. But just try to make sure that you don't give in to peer pressure in that sense, or at least you think before someone says something to you or someone judges you about something, you think, does this person share the same goals as me? And are they trying to achieve what I'm trying to achieve? And even if your friend has a really amazing figure, a really amazing physique, or whatever it might be, and you think, I really want to look like them, and they're eating dessert and they're doing all these things, they probably didn't eat like that the whole time to get to where they are. That probably isn't the lifestyle that they have lived for years and years and years to look like how they do. So don't be don't look at them and think, oh, well, they're doing that, so that must be fine. That could be another problem we might come against if we're going out with for a meal with friends or something like that as well. So just start to put things into perspective. Essentially, when we're thinking about our goals, tunnel vision towards a goal, you can obviously have treats and you can have things like that. But if it gets to the point where you feel like you're regressing or you feel like you're stalling because people are having opinions on what you need to eat or drink when you're out in these situations, then obviously that's something we might need to address, because that would be a problem. And you need to start to think about, what are your priorities and kind of how much do you really want to achieve those goals? What are you prepared to do in that sense? So thanks guys. Thank you for listening to this video, and please tune in for the next one.